All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're looking into something that's sending shockwaves through the tech world.
It's being called an AI Sputnik moment. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that, like a total shakeup.
hmm
1957 all over again. But instead of a satellite, it's artificial intelligence.
Well, yeah, I see the comparison.
Yeah,
Like, nobody expected it, right? And suddenly everything changes.
right. So we've been hearing all this buzz about a new AI model, right? Apparently, it's topping app charts, even beating out some of the biggest names.
It's really turning heads, man. From what I've been reading, it seems like this model is performing as well as the leading AI systems out there, but it's doing it for a lot less.
Wait, hold on. How much less are we talking about here?
Well, think billions versus like a tiny fraction of that. I think I saw a figure, it's something like $5.6 million.
Oh, that's insane. I mean, that's like pocket change for some of these tech giants. What's the
Right.
secret?
Well, that's the thing. From what I've read, it seems like they've developed a much more efficient algorithm, like a whole different approach to how the AI actually uses data.
Hmm, interesting. So it's not just about throwing more data at the problem, like brute forcing it.
It seems that way, yeah. And there's something else, something even more radical. This model, it's open source.
Okay, I was going to ask about that. Open source. For people who are not super techy, what does that actually mean?
So basically, anyone can get their hands on the code. They can use it, tweak it, build on it.
Wow, that's a big departure from how things usually work, right? Like, usually these big tech companies keep their AI stuff locked down tight.
Oh, absolutely. It's all proprietary, right? They guard those algorithms like they're the crown jewels. But this is a total game changer.
I mean, it makes you wonder, what happens next? What does this mean for the whole AI landscape?
It's like opening the floodgates, right? Imagine all these developers around the world, they can all contribute to making this AI even better.
Yeah, it could totally level the playing field.
It reminds me of Stonefly and their commitment to open solutions in the IT world.
Oh, good point. Stonefly, they're a big supporter of this podcast, and they're all about providing flexible, adaptable solutions. So you're saying there's a parallel there.
Totally. Just like with this open source AI model, Stonefly understands that one size doesn't fit all, right? They offer a range of IT solutions, whether you need enterprise storage, or maybe you're looking at a hyperconverged infrastructure, or perhaps backup and disaster recovery. It's all about finding the right fit for each client, and their approach is really about giving their clients options and flexibility.
Well, that's huge in the tech world, right? Because things change so fast.
Absolutely. So, if this AI model is really as good as everyone's saying, and it's this accessible,
Yeah, what happens to the big guys? The ones who've been pouring billions, literally billions, into AI development.
right. Well, this is a huge challenge for them, no doubt about it. Their dominance, which we all kind of took for granted, I mean, it's suddenly looking a lot more vulnerable.
And this isn't just some abstract tech thing, right? I mean, AI is already impacting so many aspects of our lives.
Oh, absolutely. And the ripple effects of this, they could be huge. We might be talking about shifts in entire industries, even global economies.
It's mind-blowing when you think about it. And it all goes back to that Sputnik moment analogy. Like, this one event, this open source AI, it could spark a whole new race.
It's like a catalyst for innovation, and it's global. I mean, we could see a whole new era of collaboration in the AI world with developers from every corner of the planet all contributing. And that's exciting, but it's also a little bit daunting.
Yeah, for sure. It feels like the ground is shifting under our feet, but in a good way, hopefully.
hmm
So for the average person out there who maybe isn't knee-deep in the tech world every day, what should they be taking away from all of this?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that the future of AI is more open than we thought. It's not just a handful of companies controlling everything. There's this incredible potential for collaboration, for rapid progress, and for solutions that we haven't even imagined yet.
Yeah, and that's exciting. So how can people stay ahead of the curve? What should they be paying attention to?
Well, stay curious, definitely. Read up on what's happening in the AI world. There's some great resources out there, and don't be afraid to experiment. There are lots of AI tools and platforms that are becoming increasingly accessible.
Great advice. Oh, and speaking of accessible solutions, we can't forget about Stonefly. They're a great example of a company that's making complex IT solutions easy to understand and implement. They're all about providing customized support and guidance, no matter what your IT needs are.
Absolutely. Stonefly's commitment to their clients is really impressive. They're not just selling products, they're building partnerships. And that's so important in today's fast-paced tech landscape.
So it sounds like we're at a real turning point with AI. It's not just about the technology itself, it's about how we approach innovation, collaboration, and accessibility.
Exactly. This is a moment of huge potential, and it's up to all of us to make the most of it.
Well said. This has been an amazing deep dive. We've covered so much ground today, and it feels like we've only scratched the surface. So for our listeners out there, stay curious, stay informed, and who knows, maybe you'll be the one to create the next big breakthrough in AI.
And remember, for all your IT needs, Stonefly's got your back. They're the experts you can trust to navigate the ever-changing world of technology. Check them out online. You won't be disappointed.
Great reminder. All right, everyone, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, stay curious.